So this is the CSC100. Stands for Card Scanner Connect. It's a pretty small, compact device. It was made to be used by everyday collectors and players of Magic the Gathering. We wanted to keep the price down, keep it compact. We know there are other systems out there that are quite large and cumbersome. This is something that we wanted you to be able to just easily move around. It just weighs a couple pounds, not much bigger than a Ultra Pro Tower here. Very similar in size. Certainly something you could throw into your backpack when you go to F&M or what have you. So what this device does is it automatically scans Magic the Gathering cards. The intent is to save the user a bunch of time if you got a lot of cards and you want to get those digitized so you can search them or see their value or remember exactly what you have at any time. It's a pretty time-consuming process to do that manually. So this was designed to make your life easier, save you a bunch of time. And once you know what cards you have in your collection, you can sell those cards easier, you can trade easier. You're not going to buy duplicates because you know you already own them. And if you scan them in a certain way, which I'll make a video about later, you can find your cards almost instantaneously using our app. So this video is just about this CSC100, so I'll go ahead and do a little overview. This is a device, like I said, pretty small. This back region here is where the cards will go, so you'll load in Magic cards just like so. They just slide down here into this groove and they sit on the roller. And then it has a USB-C port and 2 LED indicators. So once you plug it in, you get a blinking green LED. That just tells you we're in standby mode, we're waiting to connect to the device. And you'll use the app to connect to this. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that now. So once you have the green LED, you'll open up our app. You can download the app on Android or iOS. Open up the app, create an account, log in, and you'll hit this plus button down here and go to automatic scan. And then we have the screen that says ready to connect. You'll simply hit connect to CSC100 device. It's going to go ahead and connect. And now you'll see that the green LED is solid. So it's no longer blinking, and that indicates that it's connected to. So once this connects, the app will go ahead and initialize the camera. So now we have the camera initialized on the app. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and bring in the phone stand. So this is a phone stand. It's configurable for multiple devices. So this grid has little hooks that hooks onto this phone stand, and you can simply move these around to find the proper location for your particular phone. This is the card exit bin. This is what the cards will land in. So you'll see what this does here in a second, but I'll just put that in place. I'll put the phone stand in place. And then what you're going to want to do is you'll just place your phone on the phone stand, and you want to try to aim or position the phone so that the center of the exit bin is in the center of the screen roughly. So we'll put the cards in there, and then we'll just do a quick scan here to show you how this works. So you just hit start scan. The machine's going to start feeding cards. So just do a couple of cards here. So then you can hit stop, and then it'll stop the scan. You could just let the cards scan all the way through, and it would just scan until there's no cards left in the hopper over here. But for brevity of this video, we're just going to scan a few. Then you can hit view batch scan, or view batch summary rather. And then when you hit view batch summary, it's going to take you to the processing screen. So depending on how many cards you scan, this can take longer. Obviously, if there's more cards here, it takes about a second a card depending on your phone and depending on the settings you're using. But we can get more into settings later. So here's the summary screen. This is what we call the batch summary screen. This is effectively a review screen, so you can see all the cards here. So what this is on the left-hand side, this is the input image into our algorithm. You can tap that image to make it larger. You can look at it kind of blown up. And then the right-hand side is the prediction. So we designed the screen to make it very easy for you to just scroll up and down, scroll through, and ensure just kind of visually looking that the predictions are correct. And you'll notice this ally token has a gold border around it. And that's our algorithm. We have an internal algorithm that basically tries to predict when it thinks there might be a version error. So the algorithm is saying this might not be the correct ally token. In this case, it is correct, but this gold border is just a way for us to highlight to the user that you may want to double check this particular card. And this red triangle at the top right will only show up in this screen if there are gold bordered cards, and you can tap that to basically filter for all the cards that the algorithm thinks that you need to review. So this is basically a shortcut for the user to say, all right, let me review the cards the algorithm thinks there might be a problem with. You can review those very quickly, and if this were the wrong card, all you have to do is tap the right hand image and it'll pull up the other cards it thinks it might be, and then you would just tap the one to correct it. So that's all you have to do. It's a very simple process. And then once you're done looking through the screen, you're happy with your results, you would just hit add cards to collection, and we'll just add them here to a dummy collection. And then you hit confirm, and it's going to upload all those cards to our cloud servers, and your collection will be stored. It'll be backed up on the cloud, so you never lose it, even if you lose your phone or you delete the app or something like that. So that's just an overview of the CSC100 and our app. We'll make more videos soon about more detailed use cases, but I just wanted to give a brief overview of the system itself.